Good evening, you're watching the Ukraine Brief on TV PURL. Here's the latest. At least 7 people have been killed and 26 others wounded in Russian attacks across Ukraine over the past day. Russia launched 111 drones overnight, with the Ukrainian Air Force reporting 83 interceptions. Overnight, a Russian drone strike hit the town of Ternivka in the Dnipropetrovsk region, killing 2 men and injuring 3 others. The blast damaged several houses, tearing off roofs and shattering windows. After the fire was extinguished, emergency crews together with local residents cleared the debris, while volunteers delivered construction materials for temporary repairs. Russian forces continue striking the region. Earlier this morning in the city of Nikopol, 2 people were wounded in an artillery strike and drone attack. Both were hospitalized. In the Kharkiv and Donetsk regions, Russian attacks killed 2 civilians and wounded 5 others. According to regional authorities, residential areas were hit by artillery, drones and guided bombs, damaging houses, schools and critical infrastructure. In the Kherson region, Russian forces continue attacking residential areas on the right bank of Ukraine-controlled territory. Dozens of towns and villages suffered daily damage. According to the police, 3 civilians were killed and 3 others were wounded over the past day. NATO Secretary-General Mark Rutte said today that 2/3 of the alliance's member states have now pledged resources to the prioritized Ukraine requirements list known as PURL, a program designed to bolster Ukraine's defense capabilities.
And today, we heard from allies who are committing more resources to support Ukraine through PURL, including Canada, Germany, the Netherlands, Norway and Poland. Now, over 2/3 of allies have committed to the program. And though not here for our meeting today, we heard from Australia and New Zealand, who will also contribute to PURL, the first NATO partners to do so. And this means that allies and partners have already committed now really over $4 billion to PURL, getting us on the track to the $5 billion for the full year.
Ukraine's military says it struck an oil depot in Russia's Tambov region, causing a fire that reportedly engulfed several fuel tanks. Ukraine's General Staff reported that its forces struck an oil depot in Russia's Tambov region, about 400 kilometers north of the Ukrainian border, sparking a fire that reportedly engulfed several fuel tanks. Ukrainian forces also reportedly hit a Black Sea observation post, with preliminary reports speaking of a destruction of a Russian drone unit. Ukraine has denied any involvement in one of the recent incidents involving a Russian vessel in the Black Sea. On Wednesday, Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan and NATO Secretary-General Mark Rutte met in Brussels to discuss Black Sea security, following a series of attacks on Russia-linked tankers near Turkey's coast. Ukraine denies involvement in a recent incident involving a Russian-flagged tanker carrying sunflower oil. Ukrainian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Georgy Tykhy stated that Ukraine was not involved in the incident with a Russian vessel in the Black Sea and suggested it could have been staged by Russia. A Russian-flagged tanker was reportedly attacked about 130 kilometers off the Turkey's Black Sea coast. Turkish maritime authorities said all 13 crew members on board were safe and did not request assistance. The incident comes just days after drone strikes on 2 other vessels, part of what analysts say is Kyiv's campaign targeting Russia's shadow fleet. Thank you very much for watching. This was Ukraine Brief. Stay on with us for more news and analysis.